It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you are joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. So, I am here in the studio tonight with Kate, and we are all excited to share all sorts of really amazing things with you. She's going to be helping me with the chat. The chat somehow doesn't want to be coming on my screen tonight. So she's going to be helping me with sharing some of the comments that you have. So if we miss anything while we're doing the live, we'll go back after the show to make sure that we can answer any of your questions. All right. So I can see that we have quite a few of you already hopped on, which is super, super exciting. And a lot of you are rooting, which is also fun. So the first big question is, when is Jelly Roll Day? So Jelly Roll Day is the third Saturday in September. I don't know quite when, where, or how it was declared that it is Jelly Roll Day, but it is. And so we have brought in a whole bunch of jelly rolls that we're going to be showing you that aren't quite live yet, that are going to be live in store and online on Saturday. Okay, so you're going to be super excited to see a preview of some of the great things that we're going to be showing you. The jelly rolls are going to be 20% off, and we have four free patterns for you. You'll be getting a preview of the technique for one of the patterns tonight. Oh, it's so exciting. So why don't we get started tonight with our bundle of the week. So our bundle of the week this week is a bundle that I'm calling Blue Skies and Yellow Flowers. Ooh, ah. This soothing blue and yellow palette is perfect for your next collection. And really, I find that the blue and yellow combination is very classic and one of the most popular combinations that we have here in southeastern Wisconsin. We were talking about it today, like, why do we think that it's the blue and yellow? You know, is it sports? Is it the Brewers? And, you know, I really don't think it's the Brewers. I think that it's kind of that Danish blue-yellow combination, Northern European, and the demographics of many of our heritage here in Milwaukee of why we gravitate towards that blue and yellow. Maybe it's something that we saw in our grandmother's homes, and it's just so lovely and peaceful. So we put together 12 beautiful fabrics. We have the blues, these really nice small ditzy prints, and some of these blues are a little reminiscent of like some 30s prints. Okay, really nice small scale, perfect for doll clothes as well if you are a doll clothes maker. And then also some darker pieces here. Now all 6 of these that are on the bottom were brought in specifically to go directly into our closeout markdown area, which is super exciting. We've been doing this where we bring in handfuls of bolts at a time to be able to just share some great deals with you. And then we paired it with some really amazing tonals. So this one here, this is a piece from Dandy Duo by Robin Pickens, but otherwise we have some great Hatched Timeless Treasure, some Sorbet from P&B, some Grunge, some Dimples, and some Jot Dot. So really great blenders that we put this pack together. So this is our Fat Stack of the Week, Bundle of the Week. As a reminder, 12 fat quarters that you will find curated here only at Patchworks, nowhere else. And we offer it to you at a special price, very, very limited quantities. Regularly $39, our special price $24.99 while supplies last. And we have half yard bundles this week. I'm not sure how many we have left. I saw a few of them fly off as soon as I posted them. So this one here, $49.98 for the half yard bundle. You want to make sure that you act quick. Don't wait until tomorrow to make sure that it comes in, that you get one for yourself. Let me see if I can put the link. Nope, I'm not able to share any links with you today, but that's okay. You just want to make sure that you go to the front page of our website where we have our bundles of the week. So Kate's going to take these away, and then I'm going to show you some more stuff. How does that sound? So while she's taking this away, I am just showing you the quilt behind us. So we have been holding on to this quilt for a little bit, and this is a quilt sample featuring 'Tis the Season, which is a collection from Art Gallery Fabrics. I don't know if you remember us showing this to you a few weeks ago. We've been waiting for a couple of the complementary pieces to go into our kit. We've received the background, and then there's just a question. We'll have to check on one of these. I think that'll be okay. We got the solid instead of the blender, but I think it'll work. So we're probably going to sub it out for you so we can get those out on the floor as soon as possible. So I just wanted to share that with you. It is a free and downloadable pattern from the Art Gallery website. We have pre-cuts, we have yardage, and very, very shortly we will be having kits. So if this particular kit looks exciting to you, let us know in the comments, and we'll be able to get you some additional information so that you can be among the first to have it, so that you can make it just in time for Christmas. So Angie from downstairs from Big Bear Quilting, she had shared earlier this week that we were less than 100 days to Christmas. So just keep that in mind as you are planning your holiday sewing. She still has plenty of space to make sure that your quilts get done by Christmas. But, you know, if it was time to start planning your projects, maybe now is a time to start thinking about it. And especially as the weather starts turning, you know, it's really warm today, but it's getting to be about time for quilting season. And I think we have a question.
What is the name of the quilt behind you?
The name of the quilt behind me is, I think it's just called 'Tis the Season. It is called Featuring Christmas in the Cabin. So it is on the Art Gallery Fabric site. I can post it to our YouTube site. I can't post it to Facebook, but it will be available. I'll make sure after the show to post it into the comments for Facebook for all of you to be able to see. And the quilt finishes, let me tell you a little bit of the dimensions here because it's a nice small quilt. I love it that it's a nice throw. Is this to scale? It says it's 80 by 80, but that doesn't look 80 by 80. Can I have the yardstick? So I'm not quite sure here. I like the magic hand, don't you? So 80, yeah. So I don't quite know 80. I'll have to see what's going on there because clearly that's not 80 inches wide. But it's a nice square quilt and it's really fun. So I will check on I'll check on the situation of what we have there.
And what are the corners made from?
The corners are made from a beautiful fabric from the collection. So we have the whole line here, and the Fat Quarters, I think it's the cover fabric on the Fat Quarter. That one right there. Yep. So Christmas in the Cabin here, we have this fabric here on the bolt. And that's the one that's in the corners. So lots of really fun things there. So got to check those out. And it's a really nice winter quilt. Next up, let us look at Fiesta. Fiesta is a really fun fabric line from Me and My Sisters that we just got yardage in. We still are waiting on our pre-cuts. So I'll be able to share with you some inspiration for that. But let's take a peek at the fabric, okay? So we have 18 gorgeous prints from the line here that are just super great. And this is classic Me and My Sister color. So you would be able to pair with any Me and My Sister that's in your stash. I know none of you collect fabric. None of you do. And these are just so gorgeous and yummy and pretty. They also go really well with the Kim Schafer fabric that just came in. So look at, so pretty. And this, oh, I love this one. This kind of gingham plaid here that's in a rainbow. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just pretty? And then we have some great purples. The florals are great. You have space to fussy cut if you wanted to do some fussy cutting, but it's not too structured. You know, they are tossed in here, so you don't have to worry about things being straight in a row. But like if you had wanted to fussy cut any of these elements out, you absolutely could, which is really unique a lot of times with these larger floral motifs. They're layered, and so then you can't get the whole beautiful image of a fabric to be able to just cut out and use. So for Me and My Sister fabrics, and I love Barb and Mary and all the things that they have to share. So we have our 18 fabrics on bolts. We have Fat Quarter bundles. We have half yard towers. We are getting the other pre-cuts, the layers and jellies and all that good stuff. Things that you can do with the fabric. You can, of course, use any patterns in the whole world, but Barb and Mary from Me and My Sister Designs have some really, really, really great books. And so this one here, this Easy Layer Cake Quilts book, this has some really great patterns. And the thing about it is that most of the things are sampled in their fabrics so that you're able to see how things look with their fabrics. So it might be in previous fabric line, but you can just see some really great ideas of how to use the bright cherry fabric, okay? Oftentimes Barb and Mary use a crisp white for the background. So you can of course use a white on white. You can use something with a little bit more pattern, but classic solid white always goes good with Me and My Sister fabrics. Starburst is a very fun pattern, and when I was at Moda in June, I had been working on a little Starburst sample to share with you. So that is going to be an upcoming little demo that I'll share with you after we have all the pre-cuts in stock next week. But we have a little template in here in your pattern, so that's really great. But that's why this pattern is a little bit more, because you have the full acrylic template in here. And then a lot of their popular small patterns got put into the It Takes Two book. So it is a nice value book for just $19.99 that has great little fun gifty ideas. So you have a little zipper pouch with a ruffle. You have the fun little bag here, a little drawstring, and then the frog. So, you know, back when I first was introduced to Me and My Sisters, they had this pattern called Frog Patch, and no one was buying it for the 9-patch pattern. They were buying it for the frog. So Frog Super Fun. Got to get that. And we have a sample that we're going to be quilting up. This is a digitally printed sample that is going to be coming. We have it's a Wendy Shepherd pattern. And this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to quilt it up and you'll be none the wiser that I didn't piece it. But I just wanted to show you some project inspiration of what this particular fabric line, how it kind of had been intended to use. And I love this pattern. I think it's super cute. So you'll want to make it for real. And can you see this, Kate?
Yes.
So really, really simple kind of quarter log cabin there. And then you have a very interesting way that you are piecing in this heart in between blocks that I think is super slick. So I can't wait to be able to share that pattern with you. I'm expecting the patterns and the rest of pre-cuts. I don't think they're going to make it here tomorrow. I think they're first going to be here on Tuesday. But you never know. You just never know. Are there any other questions, Kate? All right, so we are going to talk next about Polar Seas. So Polar Seas is a line from Free Spirit, and it is so cute. So a lot of times Free Spirit I think is very serious fabric, and here there's some super, super whimsical cute fabric, and I mean, oh my gosh. So we have 12 beautiful pieces of fabric that are winter themed and kind of aquatic themed. Okay, so but on a more contemporary edge, right? So we have these little baby seals on little ice cubes, and then here we have little baby narwhals chasing, so they're swimming with the fish, okay? They're not eating anything, they're swimming with the fish. Then, oh, this one, look at this. So like, look at our little penguins. They're so happy. So little penguins, they're in love. And do you notice here that these blues, they go together, but they're not matchy-matchy, which is really fun. And I like you know, just to be able to see how sometimes it's fun when things aren't super matchy-matchy, that they still go together really well. And then, oh my gosh, this guy here. What do you think this is? These are these little baby seals too?
Yeah, probably a seal.
Little seals swimming around. Doo, 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 doo. And then we have penguins in a row, dancing around. Penguins in a row in another color. Then we have seals, otters, seals. I don't know my animals. And then we have schools of fish and things swimming around. We have a nice texture, just with nice dots here. Oh, I think I like this one the best. Look at these narwhals. Don't you just want to sing the song? Narwhals, narwhals, swimming in the ocean, making a commotion, because they are so awesome. All right, and then we have waves. All right, so 12 beautiful fabrics. We put them together in fat stack as well as half yard bundles. This is available by the yard as well. And this fat stack is $42. I have some project inspiration for you, and I'm just going to show you some pictures of some of the pattern ideas that were shared on the Free Spirit website. So kind of fun there with some great stars. Here's a puffin quilt. So we don't have these patterns in stock. If there was something interesting to you or you just wanted to use it as a launch pad for some idea, let us know. Really simple snowball quilt, super, super simple. You know, take squares and snowball the corners. Great way to feature great fabric. Super nice. you can always turn a quilt into a square into a rectangle. So those are some ideas that Free Spirit had. And then we put together some things that you could do with some blue and white fabrics. So we had seen on social media, so our buddy Doug from Antler Quilt Design, he had paired the Frosty Friends with Snowman Gatherings, and so he added the blue and white to his cover quilt, and I thought this could be super fun. This is a 62 by 82. It's not live on our website right now because I need to check it in still. It just came this afternoon, but we were so excited that we pulled it out of the box. So Heidi's probably going to yell at us tomorrow because we messed up the box. Look at everything, but we had to share it with you, and that was way more important. So speaking of Snowman Gatherings, this great book of patterns from Lisa Bonjean has great blue and white inspiration. And one of the things, there's a lot of them that are great in here, but the one that I thought would be super fun was this one here, the One of a Kind. I think that's a really great, fun pattern that you can use. Maybe you wanted to, these are pretty big squares as well. So depending, you may choose that you had wanted to use patterns that had bigger squares, but sometimes you're looking for some other fun blue and white inspiration. Ariel by GE Designs, that's a great one, and this is multi-sized for crib, lap, full, and queen king. Then Zen Chic, she has some great blue and white things as well. So Throwing is a fun twist on a modern half square triangle quilt with some negative space. Purple Pineapple has some great fat quarter patterns here. So we do have the Starry Night back in stock. We had been out of stock for this for quite some time. These little card patterns are only $3.50, so it's super, super great. So this would be fun. Also, this one here would be great. And then I pulled out some of Camille's from Thimble Blossoms, her blue and white quilts, because, just more blue and white and wintry inspiration. So really nice twist on a log cabin here. This nice little stars. And this one shows green and blue, but this is just using the hexagon here and having just a nice, it looks like a hexagon, but it's really not. They're really just snowballed corners. Lots of fun patterns there. So that is Polar Seas. And Polar Seas is by Katie Tanis, Daughter Earth. So I hope you like it. It's the first time that we brought in that designer, but I thought it was super fun. Let us know what you think. We
some buffering on the laptop. I'm not sure if that's the live stream or the computer.
okay.
I think it's the computer.
So another thing I wanted to share with you is a new fabric here that came in. And this is soccer balls. We've been waiting for soccer balls for 6 months. 6 months, can you believe it? And so we finally got some soccer balls in, and apparently I was waiting on it so long that I ordered it twice. So we have it in again. So that's really exciting. So back on the website, ready to go. And then we have more in our spooky series to be able to share with you for our Lella Boutique blocks. So we had looked at Frank and got the Frank patterns back in stock, just came this afternoon, so I didn't share that. You can't see that quite yet because they're not live yet. So this here is Frankie. I love it, Frank. And we have our Boo. And we have this guy here. But we have two new ones this week to share with you. So in the ghost town, we showed you the Boo. I also have the haunted house. So here's the haunted house, super cute. And then I have from Pushing Up Daisies, I have the scary skull. So we still have the Daisy to share with you, but otherwise, these are our beautiful blocks and we have them hanging right by the color wall. So that's super exciting. Okay. In Halloween land, really excited. This just came in. Brand new pattern from Elizabeth Hartman. So it is like a fancy forest of Halloween. How cool and exciting is this? I mean, like, so super exciting. So this one here is called Happy Halloween by Elizabeth Hartman. It's on the new stuff on our website. So if you go to the front page of our website and kind of scroll down a little bit, right by our Fat Quarter Bundle deals, you will see new stuff. And this is the first item on new stuff. Really, really, really exciting. And we were talking today, you're going to have to let me know, does this sound like something that you want us to figure out how to, since I love Halloween, in case you didn't know that, should we curate our own kit and do it as a 2025 program? Would that be exciting? Would that be fun? So the pattern comes where you can either make the small one, where you make the just one of each. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Depending on how you look at it, 9, 10, whatever. Or you can make all of them larger. So the thought would be that if we did start something like this in January, that we would make sure to have you far enough along so that you could have it done in September to be able to be ready for October for spooky season. Oh, but remember we talked last week, Halloween is not a season, it's not a day, it's a vibe. So Halloween sewing all year long. All right. So that is available on our website. So new stuff, what other new stuff do we have? Well, this is really, really, really exciting. We have in a taste of some of the Tula Sally tomato hardware. So we didn't get in everything. I had placed an order at H&H when I was there in May in Chicago at that really fun trade show where I was having all the fun. So that stuff hasn't come yet, but I placed an order with Checker to be able to get some in, and so we got some of that right away. So soon, but I wanted you to be able to touch it and feel it and be able to play with it. So this is really, really fun. Sally Tomato zipper tape. So it is the number 5 nylon coil with this like pink metallic and these fun zipper pulls. And so we have the white tape, the black tape, and the gray tape at the moment, okay? We also have in the giant, I think it's called extra large, the giant zipper pulls that you could use instead of the standard ones that come with the tape. So really, really fun. Number 5. These are on the website on new stuff. Then we have the new 3-yard book, Curve Appeal with 3-yard quilts. So we've been waiting on this one. It had been out of stock for a while. So that is in store and on the website. So you can get that. From a template perspective, I don't know that she uses a template. I mean a specific brand of ruler. I think all the templates that you need are in the book. So kind of fun, a little bit more challenging than some of the other 3-yard quilt books. So that's really fun. And new things as well, or new back in, we have the full-size Tula Oliso iron, and for the first time in, we have the baby one. So I'm not taking it out of the box because it's really awesome. It's on our new stuff on our website. We have them in stock, limited quantities, but we can get more in, just like the other irons that we've been carrying. So we have the Reliable, and we have 2 other Olisos right now, and we've just been restocking them, bringing them in, restocking them, so that you have options if you are in need of an iron. Now, if you had seen something that we don't have that you're interested in, let me know, because I'd be more than happy to bring it in. Most of these items are available in the warehouse at the manufacturer site, so we'd be able to have it to you in just a few days if that were the case. What else do we have to talk about? Well, I think we should talk about a little bit of the Jelly Roll Day. What do you think? Do you think we should talk about Jelly Roll Day, Kate? She is cheering in back, so I know that this is really exciting. So, couple things. First, I'm going to show you, should I show you the, let me show you some of the product that we have. That's really exciting. So it is in the cellophane, so it might be a little shiny, but we're going to do our best to have it be not shiny as I show it to you. And these are some of the new rolls in addition to what we already have in store, to be able to share with you at special prices. If you see these and you are excited, you are going to want to stop in first thing Saturday morning to be able to purchase these at 20% off, which is really a great option. Because I won't be doing pre-sales tomorrow. Oh, I need to get them all into the system. Really exciting. Okay, so let's start here. We're going to look overhead. So we have 2 Moda Batik strip sets. Ooh. So this one is Berrylicious. Berrylicious. And this one here is Blue Ridge. So we're going to have 2 of these strip sets here. Ooh, oh, I can't wait for Saturday. And then here, this is Ombre Metallic. It is the Flurries. So this has the little snowflake on it. We currently have in the Heart Ombre, that is actually the Stitch Pink fabric for this year from Moda. So we have that one in stock, but this is a new one that is going to be live on Saturday. Then we have Urban Chick Kitty Christmas. Oh, this is a good one. So the things that I'm showing you, we may not have yardage for, but they are super fun. So Kitty Christmas is a sweet retro mint, pink, red. Really sweet if you're familiar with Kitty Christmas and Urban Chick. Other Urban Chick that we have is Halloween. So we were able to snag a couple of these rolls. I don't know how, but we were. So this is a vintagey Halloween look with a melon and a lavender and a mint, teeny tiny little spiders, teeny tiny little pumpkins, black. So cool, so cool. Going to want to grab that. Kate Spain, she has a line called Tango. So really fun. Great colors. Can you kind of see them? Really fun. Okay. Back to school. So this is the brand new Stacy East Sue line. So super cool. And, you know, great for making some fun projects for a teacher or a student or just to celebrate school supplies. I love school supplies. That was like my favorite time of the year, was going school supply shopping. We have some great good news, great joy. We still have some yardage in stock of this. And this is Fancy That Design House. So really beautiful holiday collection. Stacy Shoe, we have her Joyful Joyful. Really sweet. There are some angels and nativity pieces in here, but a bright, cheery, sweet Christmas prince. We have Watermarks, which is a Holly Taylor, and we don't have a lot of Holly Taylor, so this is a fun water. It features water lilies, so a little bit different North Woodsy Lake feel here with blues and greens and whites. We have All Stars from Stacy Chu, and we have yardage for this one in stock, so you'd be able to make a larger project with it. And this one here, so this is the black and white with a little bit of gold metallic. This is Gilded, and this is by Allie Kay. We have had some other Allie Kay things in the store. Really pretty, really great. Pips by Anila Hui. And there are some whimsical little prints in here, but there's a lot of tonal. And these are contemporary colors. Very nice. We brought back more linen cupboard from Fig Tree. And so these are great low volume prints that you could use by themselves, or you could use this as a fun background. We have Best of Ombre Confetti. So we're going to have lots of different ombre options to be able to play with, and these are just so yummy. Sunrise Side. This is Minikin Simpson Classic Americana with your stylized red, white, and blue. And this is really exciting. Our Grand Haven, which is the final collection from Minikin Simpson, has shipped. I expect it here on Tuesday. So next week we'll be looking at Grand Haven, and we have that full collection in its glory. But until then, you might want to snag a Sunrise Side. And then we have Whatever the Weather, which is another sweet novelty line with some fun characters in here. So that is from Paper and Cloth. So super sweet. So, I mean, oh my gosh, those are so many. What do you think? So do you think that was a good idea that we brought in all those jelly rolls? Do you think so? Is that going to be lots of fun? So there are 4 patterns that are going to be handed out on Saturday or shipped with your orders. And we have some great deals for you. Really, really fun. And we just can't wait to celebrate with you. One of the patterns that we are making or that we are handing out, we are making some step outs and samples for you. This is called Tiddlywinks, and I would love to share that with you. Let me quick see if let me see here, and I see a question over on I just quick am able to see a question over that's popped over on YouTube, and that is, what is the quilt that is over there? And the quilt that's over there is marble cake, and that is a layer cake pattern, and it is from Antler Quilt Designs, and we have that pattern in the store as well as that layer cake, and that is actually a good segue into the fabric I'm going to show you right now, because for the sample that we're putting together for Jelly Roll Day, we are using that same fabric. So Heidi's making for us some of the pieces, and we're going to turn it into a table runner versus being a full quilt for you to be able to see. And we are going to show you how you can use the half hex to be able to have a really fun project. So this is a little sneak peek into what we're going to be looking at. So let's take a look overhead, okay? So we are looking overhead, and you can see here that this is pieced as rows. So you're not piecing hexagons with inset seams. That would be pretty difficult, right? Or a little more challenging. Instead, you are using 2.5-inch strips, okay? So tiddlywinks, if you were making the whole quilt, it would look like this. We're just going to make a chunk and turn it into a little table runner, which is super cute. And I want to show you kind of how this goes together, right? So this is, we can't mess this up because Heidi has this all laid out really, really nice, but you are working with rows, and then you are putting ends on the sides, okay? So, and then if it were not a solid, you'd want to make sure that you had left and right cuts. Now, the thing that I really like about this hex shape here that I laid down, did I have the ruler? Do you have the rulers? Oh, they're underneath. They're underneath. So I was so well prepared that I had them underneath. So this is a really fun tool. It's called the Project Jelly Roll Half Hex Template, which is a great tool that works right on jelly roll strips, okay? So you're able to lay this on, and then you can cut, and it's nubbed right away, which is super great. And if you've ever done anything by Julie Herman, you know that nubbing really helps with your 60-degree angles, so that you don't have to worry about that intersection for where things are going to line up. So you would just lay and cut this and to your heart's content. In order to make the full hex block, you'd be putting 2 half hexes together. If you already have the Hex and More ruler, this is the 4.5-inch hexagon size, okay? And I'm certain you'd be able to make it as well with the paper template, or if you had other 60-degree angle rulers as well, okay? So how would we put this together? I just want to make sure everybody is awake there. Okay, so how would we put that together? We would line this up after we cut them and laid them out. You line them up like this, okay, and you see how it just lines up perfectly. And you'd pin, 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 because you're sewing on the bias, and then it opens up beautifully. So you put your rows together, and then you sew your rows. You do need to stay organized, but the construction is relatively simple. It's a little bit of a skill builder if you've never done angles, and it's always fun to have a skill builder. And keep in mind, you don't have to make the whole quilt. You can simply make small bits. You could make the single rectangles. You could do this as a fun little table mat. You could make placemats. I mean, wouldn't this be fun, especially in this color where you can make a whole bunch of placemats? Like, just finish this off as a placemat. Maybe finish it up, put a little bit of a white frame around it or different color. Make placemats. make one longer so that it can be a table runner for your picnic table, and just play with the shape that way. Or you could go to town and make the whole quilt that finishes 58 by 68. If you were making the whole quilt that was 58 by 68, or adding a border to make it just a titch bigger, you would need 1 jelly roll, 2.5 yards of your setting border, so that would be your background here, and then 3/4 of a yard of binding. If you were looking to have it be just this size, you'd need 4.5 yards of backing to have it long arm quilted. But of course, bigger can be better, and this is super fun to make. So that is a fun jelly roll project idea that we'll be sharing with you on Saturday. If you were looking for some other different jelly roll ideas, I pulled a couple of the books that we had in stock that are great collections of things that you can do. And so we have this really fun Best of Jelly Roll Quilts book that has 25 different amazing projects that you can make that are quick and fun to make with jelly rolls. Ooh, ah. Then we have On a Roll Again. So this is 14 beautiful patterns. That is from Martingale. We grabbed a whole stack of these. I'm not sure how many we have left, but this is from our favorite Moda designers. And then we have the Annie's Quilting, which is jelly roll quilts for all seasons. So if you wanted some pumpkins and bats, some butterflies, some hearts, lots of fun things that you can do there. All right, so goodness, we had all sorts of fun things we were sharing today. And I'm checking, and I see a comment that asks if we have any Ruby Star jelly rolls. Why, yes, yes we do. I'm not sure exactly which ones that we have, but those are in stock right now. I believe we have at least one Good Spirit. We also have Dog Park and maybe some other ones. I just wasn't able to bring any additional ones in stock because they weren't available for me to bring in. So we do have some in stock. We also have some great Christmas stuff. We have a whole bunch of jelly rolls. It's probably going to be the most jelly rolls we've ever had in stock for Jelly Roll Day. So I am really, really, really excited about that. Are there any other comments that you can see, or can you not see anything right now?
No questions.
Okay.
Someone's excited about the Urban Chic Kitty Christmas.
Oh, Urban Chic Kitty Christmas. That's a good one. That's a really good one. So I just have one more sneak peek for you because we have so much really exciting fabrics coming in. And I think I had mentioned I kind of was on a little polar bear exciting kick. And so this is going to be checked in tomorrow. It's not on the website yet, so I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm really excited and I had to show you because it's super cute. So this is a whole line from Art Gallery, and this is the Arctic Tail Capsule, okay? And these are just 3 of my favorite pieces from it, just 3. It's a pretty, there's over a dozen pieces in that line, including a great panel that I can't wait to share with you. But let's look at them overhead. So we have some super cute penguins. We have some stacked polar bears. I mean, like, look at them. You just want to squish them. And then you have the polar bear faces. So just 3 of my favorites that I had to share with you, that we're going to be checking in, getting on the website, all sorts of good stuff. But just know that this is some of the great fabric that is coming at you because it's just fun. We are getting fabric every day now, and so it's fast and furious, and I'm excited to be sharing all of it with you.
Question, are jelly rolls ever in flannel?
Question is, are jelly rolls ever in flannel? And that is a great question. I am not familiar with jelly rolls in flannel from the manufacturers that I carry. The concept of a 2.5-inch strip flannel roll may exist somewhere. With the little bit of shrinkage that comes with flannel, I would be hesitant to buy a flannel jelly roll off the shelf. I'd be afraid that it might fray or shrink just a little bit too much. Oftentimes with our flannels, we do like to make bigger blocks and bigger projects, but that's just my opinion. So we do not, and so long story long, we do not have any flannel jelly rolls to share with you on Saturday. Any other questions? All right, and I'll just check over there. All right, so I cannot wait to see you on Saturday. Of course, you probably want to come in tomorrow too, because you just need to see all of the things. So until next week, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us.